Hello and welcome to highlights of Stage 5 of the Tour of Scandinavia, the Battle of the North. Headed to the summit finish in Norefjell for today's stage. Cecilie Ludwig, as always, in great spirits as the start. Team Jumbo-Visma, Marianne Vos in the yellow jersey, 20 seconds over Alex Manley, 22 to Shari Bossai, but with the 11.1 kilometre climb to come at the end of the stage, we're expecting seconds to be turned into minutes. Category 2 climb early on in the day, followed by an intermediate sprint. Cat 3 climb, another sprint into Noresund before the climb up to the summit finish. 11.1 kilometres in length, averaging 6.1%, maxing out at 11. Esme Pepperkamp was one of the early attackers of the day. The team DSM rider would go through the first QOM point of the day and take maximum points as they went to the sprint. Alison Jackson in the green jersey took maximum points through that section. On to the second Queen of the Mountains point of the day. Lucinda Brand rolled through and took maximum points with the Queen of the Mountains leader and now champion-elect Amber Crack in second spot. Sarah Roy of Canyon SRAM was the next rider to go on the attack. She went through the intermediate sprint to take maximum points, and it really kicked off. There was just attack after attack after attack. Lucinda Brand of Trek Segafredo made it into a group, but such a threat in the general classification, no one wanted to work with her, and it was caught. Sophie Wright, the British rider from Team UAE, ADQ was the next rider to go on the offensive. The talented young British climber was looking to try and build a buffer as she would hopefully hit the foot of the climb. Still in the lead, but they had a long way to go. Valerie DeMay of Live Racing Extra went on the attack. She got with about a minute and a half of Sophie Wright, but was pulled back. The general classification teams, though, were pulling things back and getting things under control quickly. They wanted a full run at the Norefjell climb. Team Bike Exchange for Georgia Williams, Movistar for Katrina Allerud. The race, though, had lost riders such as Demi Vollering and Neve Fisher-Black and Anna Shackley, who weren't able to start the day after the crash on the previous stage. FDJ Suez for Turoscope did a sterling job to shred the group, but then Shari Bossai in the white jersey of Canyon SRAM took over the pace, though, and the Marianne Vos in the yellow jersey with 7.2 kilometres to go to the summit was dropped from the group. Liana Lippert, Cecilie Ludwig and Anuska Costa were the next to go. Everything, though, was kicked off by Canyon SRAM's rider, Neve Bradbury. She would be with Costa to try and get back on terms. It came down to a fight between two riders and two big names in Cecilie Ludwig and Liana Lippert. Dronova, Magnaudi, Pepperkamp, Brand and Van der Velde made it back up to the two chasers. A strong group. Esme Pepperkamp, who had done an incredible job on the front for Liana Lippert, recovering in that second group. Lippert gambled on Ludwig, wanting to take seconds in the general classification, but the trademark sprint from the Danish champion, after an incredible performance and a Tour de France Femmes stage victory, she would finish the day at the top of Norefjell with a stage victory and the yellow jersey ahead of Lippert, while Julie van der Velde of Plan Tapura took her first World Tour podium in third spot, while Josie Nelson, fabulous day out for the British rider from Coop High-Tech Products ahead of Alex Manley. The Danish champion on incredible form. The race that started in Copenhagen, took in Sweden and finishing here in Norway. It's a Danish rider at the top of the standings ahead of Lippert and Van der Velde, Nelson, Manley, Dronova, Costa, Pepperkamp, Brand and Bradbury, your top 10. Marianne Vos coming in a chasing group along with the white jersey and the green jersey, dancing her way onto the podium. One of the world's most popular riders, Cecilie Ludwig from FDJ Suez for Turoscope takes a 17-second advantage over Liana Lippert into the final stage. Alex Manley still in third at 44 seconds. A minute and 8 now separating the top 10 overall. Neve Bradbury took over in the white jersey from her teammate Shari Bossai, and a commanding lead that she has now in that competition. We head now from Lillestrøm to Halden, the ancestral home of the Tour of Norway and now the Tour of Scandinavia. It's a tight technical circuit, always makes for exciting racing.